Namaste. Welcome to the lecture series on the subject Basic Thermodynamics. This is lecture number 5 under module 2. We are in the part 1 of this module, that is work and heat. Myself Dr. N. Satish Kumar, Associate Professor of Mechanical Engineering, Canara Engineering College, Benjanapada. So the contents of this topic are the numerical on work and heat. So let us solve two numericals in this lecture. The first numerical: a gas confined in a cylinder by a piston is at a pressure of 3 bar and volume of 0.015 meter cube. The final pressure is 1.5 bar. Determine the magnitude and direction of work transfer for the following process. Number 1, pressure is directly proportional to volume. Number 2, pressure is inversely proportional to volume. Number 3, pressure is directly proportional to V square. And number 4, P is directly proportional to 1 by V square or inversely proportional to V square. So here a gas is confined in a cylinder. So it is a piston cylinder arrangement. So initial state is 3 bar and volume of 0.015 meter cube, that is P1 and V1. The final pressure is 1.5 bar. Let's take the first condition now, that is P is directly proportional to V. That means P is directly proportional to V means P by V is equal to constant. P by V is equal to constant. That means P by V is also equal to P1 by V1 is equal to P2 by V2. Means throughout the process, if you take any point, the ratio of pressure and volume is constant. When applied to state 1, so it becomes P1 V1. When applied to state 2, it is P2 by V2. In general, it is P by V at any point. So this ratio is always constant. And you know that the displacement work for the process 1 to 2 is given by WD, work done, that is 1 to 2 for the process 1 to 2, is integration of PdV from 1 to 2 between states 1 and 2. Now here you have to substitute for P. So for P you have to take this first term and this term. So you have to equate these two, right? Equate these two and you have to find out P. So what is P from this? P1 by V1 into V. Substitute that. So integration from 1 to 2, in place of P you have to substitute P1 by V1 into V, and it is integrated with respect to dV. Now you can see here P1 by V1 is equal to constant. Can you see there? Top. P1 by V1 is equal to constant. So take it outside. So V is a variable, so that you have to integrate with respect to dV, and you know that integration of V with respect to dV is V square, and you have to apply the limits from 1 to 2. So upper limit is 2, lower limit is 1. So you will get P1 and also by 2. Okay, there is V square by integration of V is nothing but V square by 2. So that 2 comes in the denominator, and V square, okay, I'll write and show you, integration of V with respect to dV is nothing but V square by 2. V square by 2. I think it's not required because you are very good in integration and all mathematics. So that 2 is here. You see this 2. That comes to the denominator, and V square, when applied with upper limit, it becomes V2 square, and lower limit it becomes V1 square. Now you have to substitute for the all these values, that is P1, V1, P2, no P2, sorry, V2, and you have to get the answer. Now before you substitute in any problem, ensure that you are given all the data. Okay. So here you don't know the value of V2, but you need not worry for that. So initial conditions both P1 and V1 is given, and final condition only P2 is given, V2 is not given. Okay. So this V2 you have to find out using this relationship P1 by V1 is equal to P2 by V2. Okay. So you'll get, after substitution you'll get V2 as, this is substitution, 0.075 meter cube. So simple mathematics, nothing to worry here. Now you substitute in the work expression previous formula P1 by V1, P1 by 2 V1, in fact here V2 square minus V1 square. Substitute and simplify, so you'll get the work as minus 1.688 kilojoules. So here negative sign always indicates that the work is done by the system. Sorry, work is done on the system, because work done by the system is positive, so this is work done on the system. So negative sign indicates that work is done on the system. Okay. Now we'll move to the next condition. So P is directly proportional to 1 by V or inversely proportional to V. So that is nothing but P is equal to C by V. Actually, if you write this directly here with the equality sign, so P, so here directly proportional to sign I have to replace, then a constant comes here, C, and into 1 by V, so it becomes C by V. So, or if I bring this to one side, PV is equal to C. This is what is written here. Okay. Now PV is equal to C is nothing but hyperbolic process, for which you have the direct formula for the work done. So you can use directly, and after substitution you will get the work done as 3.1192 kilojoules. Now let us move on to the next case, that is case number 3. P is directly proportional to V square. So what you can write here, P is equal to C into V square, or P by V square is equal to C. See, P by V square is equal to C, or P by V square is also equal to P1 by V1 square is equal to P2 by V2 square. Once again you would write the general expression for the work done, right? Okay, before that let us find out V2 instead of finding it at the end like the first case. So you better calculate V2 now itself. So V2 use these two expression, I mean these two equality here, this part. Okay, P1 by V1 square is equal to P2 by V2 square. So you'll get V2 as 0.0106 meter cube. Now we'll come to the general expression for work done, that is WD for the process 1 to 2 is equal to integration from 1 to 2 P into dV. Now P into dV, so that as you did in the case 1, you have to get it from these two expressions, that is P by V square is equal to P1 by V1 square. So you want P, so P is equal to P1 by V1 square into V square. If you substitute, you see it is integration from 1 to 2 P1 by V1 square into V square into dV. Now here P1 by V1 square is equal to constant. You can see here, you see P1 by V1 square is equal to constant. So you have to integrate only V square with respect to dV from 1 to 2. That means P1 by V1 square you can write it outside, and it is integration from 1 to 2 V square dV, and further continuing with the integration. So what is integration of V square by V square with respect to dV? So that is V cube by 3. See, integration of V square with respect to dV is nothing but V cube by 3. Okay, so that 3 directly comes along to the denominator here, so it becomes P1 by 3 V1 square, and this V cube, when applied with upper limit, it becomes V2 cube, and lower limit becomes V1 cube. Now already you found out V2 because we did it in the beginning itself. So directly you can substitute the values of P1, V1 and V2 like this, and you get the answer as minus 0.9797 kilojoules. Once again, you try to note saying that the negative sign indicates that work is done on the system. Now let us move to the last case. Coming to the fourth case, P is directly proportional to 1 by V square, or P is inversely proportional to V square. So you can write PV square is equal to C, or PV square is equal to P1 V1 square is equal to P2 V2 square is equal to a constant. Now once again you can find out V2 here by using this part of this equation here, using this equality. So you can find out V2 as square root of P1 V1 square by P2, and after substitution you will get the final volume V2 as 0.0212 meter cube. So this is always better if you calculate the another unknown in the beginning itself. Now use the general formula for work done as usual. Substitute for P as P1 V1 square by V square. Integration is with respect to dV. P1 V1 square is constant. So integration of 1 by V square with respect to dV. So for to be on the safer side while integrating, you better take V square to the numerator. Then it becomes V to the power minus 3. So V to the power minus 3 and its integration with respect to dV. So it becomes V to the power minus 2 plus 1 divided by minus 2 plus 1 with the limits from 1 to 2. Now apply the limits. Okay, so you get P1 V1 square, because it's minus 2 plus 1, it's minus here. So here V2 to the power minus 2 plus 1 is V to the power minus 1. When it comes to the denominator, it becomes minus 1 by V. So all these things you better take a sheet of paper and you have to work out. And now apply the limits. Now apply the limits. P1 V1 square, when I apply the limits, you will get minus 1 by V2. Minus of minus, it becomes plus 1 by V1. Now interchange the terms inside the bracket. So you can rewrite it as P1 V1 square into 1 by V1 minus 1 by V2. Now substituting the given values, you will get work done as 1.316 kilojoules. And this is the answer for your question. So this is how you have to solve the numericals when the pressure volume relationship is given. So you have to make use of the basic displacement work equation, that is WD from 1 to 2 is equal to integration from 1 to 2 PdV. Okay, so now let us move on to the next numerical. Okay, now let us solve one more numerical. A non-flow reversible process occurs for which P is equal to 3 V square plus 1 by V, where P is in Newton per centimeter square and V is in meter cube. What is the work done when V changes from 0.5 meters cube to 1 meter cube? Okay, so here the relationship between pressure and volume is given in terms of an equation. Unlike previous case it was given directly proportional or inversely proportional. So now it is given P is equal to 3 V square plus 1 by V. But the most important thing to note here is the unit of P and V. So V is in meter cube, no issues, but this is in Newton per centimeter square. This you have to convert into Newton per meter square. So Newton per centimeter square means Newton per centimeter into centimeter. So that's the meaning of this Newton per centimeter square. Now you have to convert this centimeter and this centimeter into meter, for which you have to divide this by 100 and this also divided by 100. Now 100 into 100 is 10 to the power 4, so that 10 to the power goes 4 because it is in the denominator of the denominator, so it goes to the numerator here, 10 to the power 4, right? And Newton will remain as such in the numerator. Now this centimeter is already divided by 100, so it becomes meter into meter. This is meter and this is also meter, so it becomes meter square. So 1 Newton per centimeter square is equal to 10 to the power Newton per meter square. So this expression on the right hand side, you write as P is equal to 10 to the power 4 into 3V square plus 1 by V. Remember this. You write it as 10 to the power 4. You have to multiply to the right hand side. Okay, because P has to be converted into Newton per meter square. Other than that, he has given the volume change which is taking place from 0.5 meter cube to 1 meter cube. Okay, so we'll start. So you know the general expression for work done, WD from 1 to 2 is equal to integration from 1 to 2 P dV. So now in place of P, as I told you earlier, 10 to the power 4 you have to multiply to this 3V square 3V square by 1 by V here, right? So that 10 to the power 4 being constant, it is taken outside the integral sign in the beginning itself. Now here inside the integral sign you have 3V square plus 1 by V into dV. So that means separately you can write 3V square into dV and integrate that, and 1 by V into dV, and you can integrate. Separately you integrate that. Okay. So that is in the next step. I can write as 10 to the power 4 common outside square bracket. First integral sign is for this 3V square. So integration of 1 by 3V square with respect to dV. Then integration from 1 to 2 1 by V with respect to dV. This is just splitting. This is again basic integral operation, so I need not stress much on that. Okay, now separately integrate 3V square. Again 3 is constant, you can take it outside, so it is V square with respect to dV, which is nothing but V cube by 3, and other side is the other term is integration of 1 by V with respect to dV, which will be ln log to the base E V. So if you apply upper limit and lower limit, it will become ln V2 by V1. So now let us integrate that. So you can integrate. So 10 to the power 4 is common constant outside. Then here integration of 3V square. So 3 is taken outside. Integration of V square is nothing but V cube by 3. So that 3 comes to the denominator. And V square integration is V cube. So when you apply upper limit, it becomes V2 cube, and lower limit it becomes V1 cube. Similarly, integration of 1 by V with respect to dV is ln V. When apply upper limit and lower limit, it is ln V2 minus ln V1, which is same as ln V2 by V1. So this is how you have to integrate. That means you should have the basic knowledge of integration to solve any problem of this kind. Now substitute the values of V2 and V1, and you will get your answer as 1.568 in 10 to the power 4 joules. Now convert that into kilojoules, divided by 10 to the power 3, so you will get 15.68 kilojoules. So with this I conclude the lecture number 5 of this module, and will continue with the lecture number 6, wherein I will solve few more problems and then conclude the part 1 of this module, work and heat. Thank you.